Hi there, Lewis Nitro 91. I think it's about time for me to talk about one of my abduction experiences. And I did do two videos explaining one of my abductions from the Greys, and I did another video explaining my abduction from the beings, the entities, beings of light. I don't know how to call them, but in this planet we call them angels. I just urge you to go to those videos and go over them and look at them and listen to my story. So I think it's time for me to talk about what I saw in those containers inside those ships. When I was abducted, I don't know where in time this happened, but I guess I was already married, and I had my own kids, so I guess I was older, because I've been my abduction has been since I was a little kid. And what I remember is what I came across on the internet with this page. So this is what I saw in the ship, and this is someone else that I don't even know. I don't have knowledge of this person, but this is what I saw. I saw many containers like this on a straight line, but many. And each one of these containers, they look like humans, but they're not. They're hybrid people. And the one that I saw, it had lights right here in this channel right here. It had a whole bunch of lights, something like you know, when you look at Star Trek or something, or Star Wars, you can see a whole bunch of little lights here. That's what I saw there. And a whole bunch of containers with women and men and children inside of these containers. And I remember this right here. I remember that there was two tables, one next to each other. When I was standing like this man is, I was standing right next to this table right here, and on the table there was a woman. Okay, I didn't recognize the woman. I don't remember her face, but I knew she was a woman. And right here next to the table, there was a child just like this, and a little gray alien with the child, taking her away from her mom, I guess it was. And I was looking just like this guy here, but I don't remember that I was naked though. And I was facing down towards the floor. And that's when another gray told me to move, and he was going to take me to my room. So he took me to my room, and then he while I was walking, I could see these containers through the hall, but I saw many containers like this, and there was many people down the hall, but there was other containers behind these and behind this one, and there were many containers, like a whole bunch of lines. And he finally took me to my room, and when he took me to my room, he locked the door. Well, I was walking through the hall of these containers with hybrids in them. He told me not to look at the hybrids. So I got locked in the room, and when I got locked in the room, I can hear a voice of a man crying out loud that he wanted to get out of the room that he was into. And then I can hear the screams of the yells of a little girl screaming of terror, you know? And that's what woke me up. And when I realized I was inside of this room, sitting on the floor, on a really cold floor, and I was locked up, and I can still hear this man crying right next to my room. I was alone in my room, but I can hear him. Like you know, when you're in jail, you can hear the other person very clearly. So that's when I realized I was abducted again, you know. And I remember with very much with a clear mind, all these containers with hybrids in them. Why I say they were hybrids? Because some of them have their eyes open. And when I look at their eyes, some of them had pitch black eyes and some of them had the slit in the eye. And this is why I got so angry with the Sea Green video. With Christopher Green video. And Alex Jones. When I saw that Alex Jones eyes and I saw Christopher Green eyes, and it truly reminded me this vision that I had, and you know, that I lived, and I know what the agenda is. And the agenda is that they want to replace humanity with these scumbags here, these creatures. They are bastards. That's what they are, because they come from a lab. They don't come from a mom and dad like human does. You know, and what they were doing, they were taking eggs from female humans and creating these creatures. And they locked me into that room, and you know, that's when I realized that I was abducted again. Even though I knew it, the Gray took me to that room, I was not aware that you know, I wasn't surprised by these things. They were there. I wasn't surprised at all. It was like I knew that they took me so many times that I knew these things, they didn't scare me anymore. So the thing is, if you've seen my other video of when the beams of light rescued me, I got chills still, and I feel so relieved they did what they did to me. And one thing I wanted to explain to my viewers and to the people that been following my my video of the abduction experience I have many more things to say, but I have some things I can't say because it's really dangerous, you know, and so I have to draw a line. But one thing I will say this: when the Angel of Light took me on the ship, or whatever ship, I think it was a ship, because I didn't see the ship of the Angel of Light, but I know they put me into a machine. And this machine, when they put me in that machine, this machine started drawing balls of colors. It was colorful balls. It was like colorful lights and going around and around of my body, but in a. They started slow and they started going fast with a strange noise, a noise that it sounds like this. You know, and it kept on going like that until this bright light just flashed in my eye, in my face. And that's when I felt that they were putting me down on my room in my bed, and one angel or one entity told the other entity, please don't wake him up, you know, be careful. And the other entity told the other entity, I know, I will. But they were talking very gently, like there was no evil in them, and that's how I felt, like I was at home again. And whatever happened, they cured me from whatever disease these Grays had put in me. You know, they cured me. They saved my life. And I will be gratitude to them for what they did. And that's why I will never give up on Yahweh and on Yeshua. Because I know this is related to Yahweh and Yeshua. And I hope you guys listen to my experiences so you can apply them to your lives too. And I know that there's many people out there, and maybe I have subscribers that have went through this the same way I went through it, and they will understand every word I'm saying. And you know, it's hard for me to talk about these things. It's really hard, and it's more hard when you have to put it out there to the world so they can hear and listen. You know, I know there's people out there that they don't believe in these things, but there's millions, not thousands or hundreds like 1930s and 40s and 70s. There's millions now, like me, that have been abducted by these grays, and they have harmed humanity. There's millions of other, and maybe elected people that the angels have helped and rescued from disease and from whatever dangers these grays had put us through. So I just want to let you know that these things are true and they're real, and it has happened to many people. And I know there's many people out there, they don't want to talk about this because they're afraid. Some of them are, you know, they've you know, they feel, you know, how do you say it? They don't want to talk about it because they got different emotions. But me, I know if I die, I will come back. I'm not afraid of death. Okay? And one thing I know for sure, if one day I die, I will come back in life. Just like Yeshua came back when he was killed. I'm not planning to kill myself. I will never do that because that's against the law of Yahweh. But I'm just letting you know, just in case anything happens to me in the near future. Because I've been threatened, I've been followed, I've been attempted, people have attempted to kill me. And just to shut my mouth up about this stuff. So this is, I haven't read this story yet fully, but I will. And I had to come up with this because when I saw this, it's just something that I just had to put out there. These things are happening. These things are real. And only people like me that really has the guts to tell you about it is we are the ones who are waking you up and telling you, please, don't be deceived by people like C. Green, like Alex Jones, like Jesse Ventura. They don't talk about these things. They don't tell you anything about this. You know why? Because they are what these people in here in the containers. That's what Alex Jones is. And C. Green, they come from these containers. They don't have a background. They don't have a biography. They can't tell you a biography. Just like Obama, he can't tell you, he can't show you his birth certificate because Obama comes from the same thing. They're hybrid. And they used us humans. We humans, some humans have some kind of different DNA in our system that they needed to create these hybrid people or entities. So these things are happening, and this is how they took over our country, because they took over our government, and then they started doing all the things that are doing because they got now power and money to do all they want to do with humanity. That's the way how Satan works. So yes, I'll probably put the link of this page in this video to show you that I'm glad I'm not the only one that went through this, you know, and I can probably talk to other people just like me. I feel relief. I'm serious. I feel relief. And I just want to say, God bless all humans seeking the name of Yahweh through His Son Yahushua. Be safe. Fight this real New World Order. Don't listen to C. Green or Alex Jones because they're not fighting against the New World Order. They're fighting with it. With them. God bless. Take care. Bye.